You can back off.
I want to spread the love with dogs and dogs.
Back off.
Oh yeah!
Hey, we're King Calaway.
And we're on the Country Now Pupdate.
Oh man.
S'mores.
That's a good name.
That's a good one.
I liked the red bow on here. Reminds me of Dorothy from The Wizard of
I like
Oz.
that.
Like the red ruby shoes, the ruby slippers.
I like Dorothy.
I would definitely call this dog Angel.
S'mores are super.
I'd call this one Jordan. He's feisty.
Yeah, Jordan, calm down, son.
So we came up with the band name. It actually took a while, but I used to wash buses, like detail them at my uncle's bus company, and somebody there had the last name of Calaway. So it's not very glamorous, but it's kind of like a Leonard Skinner kind of deal.
What about the logo?
The crown, we just thought it kind of looked cool, right, guys?
Yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah, we thought it looked cool with the king.
The six dots in there to represent like the six of us too.
What, the 6 dots?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Simon introduced me to Marmite.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've never had it before, but I like it. It's like something you put on bread.
Yeah, it's kind of, I don't know how to describe it. It's weird, but it's branded as like you either love it or hate it. And
Yeah.
Chris seems to love it.
I love it.
What are you doing about it?
Do you? Oh.
For those that don't know Marmite,
Yeah.
it is a breakfast
What is it?
spread. It's a
It's a breakfast spread.
breakfast spread that's savory, I guess.
Yeah,
you
I'm
would say.
sorry, I'm distracted.
I'd never been to Nando's before I met the UK boys.
Oh, that's so true.
yeah,
And we went to Nando's a couple times, and I understand the obsession.
As well, coming to America, Caleb shares an extreme obsession for chicken tenders, and in the UK it's not really that big a thing, so me and Caleb are going to start a thing where every state we go to we're going to review the chicken tenders in that city or state. I think it's a good thing.
love
So
tendies.
we love chicken tenders and this dog called Angel. Hi.
Who's the original one that said the EP is
I think
like
Caleb.
the appetizer?
It's like an appetizer for the full length album.
It's like
Exactly.
It's like the little chicken nugget meal
Yeah,
for
exactly.
the actual meal.
Yeah, I would say it's the album is a really great extension of what the EP was, because the EP was a great thing for us to introduce ourselves to the world as a band. And if you liked the EP, expect a lot more of the stuff kind of similar things that you heard in the EP in the full-length album, but some twists and turns as well, you know.
Chad, I don't know how you can focus right now.
I know.
I know.
You're like killing it.
I have no idea what you just said, but I'm sure I'm sure it was wonderful. I trust you.
S'mores is so mellow. He's just chilling.
Let's chill, bro. Let's see if we can chill.
Yeah,
That was not gonna happen. Jordan and Jordan can hang out together.
I feel,
Rivers is like a special one for us because it's one of the first, I think it is the first song that we heard pitched to us, and so it was kind of special hearing the final album and being like, okay, Rivers was the first one we ever heard, and there's like one line in it, I know where we belong, I know where we feel free, and it goes on and on like Rivers. And I just think that it was a cool moment, or at least on stage, where we all sing that in unison, and we just feel like we strip off all the harmonies and it's just like one voice, and that's where we really feel like just one band.
Absolutely.
Just like, yeah, because we like sing that and then it goes into like a big music break. And so, yeah, I think we just really love the song. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
And it sends out a real positive message and a real message of togetherness as well. And with us coming from all over the world and coming together, I feel like it's a really good song of unity. And yeah, we just love playing that song.
Yeah, it's really cool to have such a wide, range of writers and also like styles and well, like the writers are from all around like the United States and stuff too, which is really cool. So it's just really cool to get those songs and then to put our own spin on them and make them King Calaway songs. And yeah, so we get all these different songs and then we. Then we
get in there, son.
and then we just like jam them out and make them our own. So I feel like we kind of put blinders on until we get like into the studio, and then we're like, oh, so what are you doing on this song? Or like, I don't know. It's just we kind of like let everyone do their own thing, and it works together really well.
Completely, and I do feel like fairly early on, we kind of established each person's individual strengths, and with that, we kind of relied upon that. So sometimes in a song, me being Scottish, I phrase words very differently to maybe someone that's from America, and likewise Simon from Gibraltar. So sometimes when we were singing verses or whatever, if it didn't sit well with me and my pronunciation, I would change it and all that kind of stuff. So it was a real art, you know, creating these songs, and we loved every single second of it. Almost as much as I love this dog. Look at her, she goes. Woohoo! She's back in the hand.
Oh yeah, Chad's.
We left Chad, yeah.
They've left me a couple times
At a Rite Aid, I think.
At a Rite Aid.
Yeah. Now we just do it for fun. We just
They were pretending in the van that I was in there, and someone said like, yeah, I'm here.
And it sounded like him though, to be fair.
And is everyone here? I was like, yeah.
And then I see them pull. I'm buying toothpaste in Rite Aid, and I see them pulling out, and I'm running towards.
And
them.
I'm dying. I'm crying.
None of us
We're
were saying
dying.
anything in the van.
Yeah.
The van was just about to join the freeway.
So
and we were
everyone
like,
here? Chad here? Yeah. And there's just silence.
And
We can actually drive.
they just see him running out of the Rite Aid. There's a white hat bumping up and down.
But it does feel like there's a lot of us, so it
Yeah.
does feel like one person's not, you know, here or something. Yeah.
Thank you to our management team for looking after us.
Yes.
I think definitely when people see us in a live setting, like I feel like a lot of people get a first impression of us like when they see us online or when they see pictures of us and stuff like that, and then they see us in a live setting, and they're just like, oh, this is a bit different from what I thought, and it's cool to see that reaction every time. Oh, whoa, hey,
Get in there, son.
it's cool to see that reaction every time like we play a show. It's just like, oh, I came into this thinking you guys were like this kind of band, and now I have this whole different perspective, and that's really cool to see. And we've been getting that a lot, and we really appreciate it. But like, you know, people will say what they want, and they see the live show and see a completely different thing.
We don't know really how to dance. Yeah.
Which is very clear in the Get Up music video.
We've been lucky enough to have a good bit of highlights.
I remember
Hard to
when-
pick one.
When we first played the Opry, that was a
That
nice
was
honor
very
for all of
big.
us, but you grew up here in Nashville.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a little teary-eyed at that one. That was really cool. And then to come back and play with Ricky, the legend, and we all really look up to him. And he's a really good dear friend of ours now, you know. So
Opening up for Garth Brooks at US Bank Stadium in
Minnesota.
Minnesota. His stomping grounds. That was an incredible experience. So I think for all of us, that was our first live stadium show. And so we were all just like in awe of how many people there were there.
And doing like Kimmel and stuff. And also getting to share the time of going to see the new rendition of The Lion King.
Yes, true.
I'm sorry, baby.
And we get to travel a lot too, and see like a bunch of different places, and get to experience it with each other. And that's really it's a beautiful bonding moments for all of us.
Oh, I think all the time we're harmonizing.
We don't do one on peanut butter or something on radio tour. What was it we did?
peanut butter.
No, remember, we did something.
Beef and cheese.
cheese.
It's like
Beef and
Jim somebody's beef and cheese.
Beef and cheese.
We got asked to do that once to harmonise over beef and cheese little skit that was for a radio station on tour. Oh, we can't. It's on YouTube. Check it on YouTube.
Beef and cheese. Beef and cheese. Chad Michaels. Yeah, Chad Michaels beef and cheese. Chad Michaels.
Oh, we did the same harmony.
So you did not. Chad Michaels beef and cheese.
Where were you guys? I thought you were singing with us.
Sorry, I was distracted by myself.
What?
You guys make Chris Musgraves.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was embarrassing.
Yeah, I was just
You were
starstruck on a level I never thought I was ever gonna be. We were like heading out of this interview thing, and I like turn around, and Casey Musgraves was just standing there, posing for a photograph, and it legit felt like everything stopped.
Yeah.
And I like turn and I look at Austin, I'm like. I was like, what? And he's like, what? And it's like, oh, it's Casey Musgraves.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah,
Like
that
10
was,
minutes before that happened, I met Keith Urban and like I cried the entire day. So that was a super emotional day.
You also had another one. Remember we went to the theatre and then you went backstage
Yeah.
and you came back pale white.
Yeah, so like I walked backstage at this like screening for some movie, and Brad Paisley was back there, and I absolutely freaked out because I didn't know he was gonna be there. And I walked back out to Jordan, and I was like, dude, I just met Brad Paisley.
And I didn't believe it. He just moved here as well, age 17,
yeah.
just moved to Nashville, and a week later meets Brad Paisley, one of his biggest guitar idols, and comes out from behind stage, chalk white. And I was like, you're lying, I don't believe he's back there. And then he walked on stage, so I was like, that's incredible.
It was cool. We got to, and then Caleb got to see him again because very shortly after our Opry debut, Brad was hosting and he introduced us. Yeah.
Oh,
HP,
Braveheart.
HP, Harry Potter. Harry Potter for sure. That like all of us were really into it.
Wizard, Harry.
You're a wizard, Harry. I'm pretty good at rehearsing films that have Scottish people, like Shrek. It's pretty good.
Yeah?
You like Shrek?
Get off my swamp.
Get off my swamp,
Donkey.
And then obviously Braveheart, even though Mel Gibson's Australian, but kind of speaks with a Scottish accent.
Oh.
Huh.
Mine's probably this one. Here we go.
Yeah. Mine's definitely this.
Yeah.
I love using those really sad eyes for anyone.
Yeah, Simon does love that one.
Like, well, mine's always this because if I always have an opinion on what we should do, I don't want to come off
I'm
as
like,
a jerk. So I'm like, guys, I think we should do this thing. What do you think?
I've been doing the eyes that are like that.
Oh yeah,
Just the eyes.
Just the two eyes.
I love the dancing lady with the red dress, just like doing that stuff.
Salsa
Yeah, the salsa dancer. Yeah. Flamenco.
I grew up with a father who wasn't the most skilled with IT, and then one day got a smartphone and started sending me the little cowboy emoji with a hat, which threw me off my rocker because I didn't even know my dad knew what an emoji was. So I started to overuse that, much to Simon gives me stick for using that cowboy emoji. So if you ever look at King Calaway's page and a reply to a comment
You know
with
it's
that
Jordan,
cowboy
because
hat,
it's
it's Jordan. And that is thanks to my father. He's a smart individual.
Cool. Yeah. My favorite track off the record is probably Obvious, and it's for a selfish reason only that there's a bass solo.
Mine would probably be More Than I Do. It's just like such a sentimental song. I cry every time I hear it. No lie, I legit cry like every time I hear that song. I love it.
I did not know that.
I love Missin' You. I think that's a really cool one to showcase our harmonies and stuff like that. And it's one of like the slower ballad types on the album, which it always cuts deep in my core, man. I love those slow ballads.
I'll hop in. I think there's a song called Picture of the Way You Are. That's probably my favorite. Just because, I don't know, I've always been big on like big anthemic endings, and I feel like that's the one on the record that really has that like huge sound towards the end.
I would definitely say Driver's Seat. I remember when we got the first mix back of that song, hearing the vocals with the wall of the harmonies and the chorus just hit me. And I love playing that song because we usually open the show with it, and it's got so much energy, and I really think that's a good sort of print for our sound. And Caleb's got a cool solo in it, and yeah, I just love playing that song and love the sound of the vocals in it.
I'd say right now, the one I play the most is Missin' You. Although one of the ones that means the most to me is a song called I Did. That one kind of just shows like what we all kind of went through to get here. Oh. Good save. Oh my God. Yeah. Tracy's like, it wasn't me.
Blooper reel.
Note. Bars.
Blooper reel.
The song that means the most to you.
Okay. So the song that I play the most, like in my car and stuff like that, is just Missin' You. But the song that means the most to me is a song called I Did. It's a very Journey song. Kind of just to keep on going, keep on fighting for a dream to come true.
Journey like the band?
What's that?
Like the band Journey?
Oh no, no, it's our Journey song. Yeah, although I can't listen to that one too much because it's very like emotional for me. Like, I don't know, it takes a lot out of me whenever I listen to it, but that one definitely means the most to me.